think we're good. I think it's fixed. Is it fixed? Feel it. We got sound. I think just my camera came loose, so it wasn't even refreshing the big feed. To reconnect it. Should probably get another bag. What do you got going on this Friday? What are you doing? Trial of Mergerie. Not familiar. Should I be familiar? Enlighten me. I feel like I haven't wiped this down in freaking years. Yeah, gross. You know, it's a self-healing cutting mat. It's not a self-cleaning cutting mat. I think I forgot that. Okay. Politics. work on this like this? All these little things. All these little things on here. Wow. Okay, cool. She's on trial right now? Oh yeah, I suppose the trial of, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm here. It's still 11, it's before noon. Well, somehow I lost up. Okay. Okay, let's trim some holograms. How about that? I mean, wouldn't that make sense? If she's, you know, Trump supporting Republican, kind of would make sense that if she was, I feel like there's a lot of people that were on the side, on Trump's side of things, that were like rooting for it, right? But not really understanding what the hell they were rooting for, right? They just wanted, really, their focus was keep him in office, not, wait a minute, we're breaking the government systems. It wasn't the whole bottle. It was the half a bottle, and it was me finishing my breakfast. If that was just a one slam JAMA, that'd be pretty impressive. Not that I haven't done it. It's definitely moments where I'm like, oh no, I forgot to eat. All the time. And then I slam the Soylent. Boom, 400 calories. We're back to normal. All right. Thanks. Oh, so we can just any politician can just play the insanity card now these days. Well, I don't know. I don't remember. It was a hot day. My gloves. one of those. It's just one of those trials. They pop up on TV every couple of years. Oh, geez, come on. Emotional manipulation of all the Patriots. Working on all this stuff last night, and then I just hit a brick wall. You know, I was just like, had a lot of motivation, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. And I did a couple things, and I was like, I'm gonna do nothing. So here we are today, with more work than I expected to have to do today. So I messed one of these up yesterday. Yeah, procrastination is a great motivator, no doubt. Did one of these yesterday. Oh, that's right, I cut it into something else, that's right. But now I'm learning something about this different resin, and that it tries to get underneath the emulsion layer. So that's kind of dumb. Cool earring though. Wow. It's very bright. You'll never see it. Okay. Which means I need to get new resin. I need to restock on my other resin. That's a bummer. It is what it is. Time goes on. But they upped the price on it. The freaking supply chain's killing me. The stuff that I use, Loctite A30-349, the stuff I use for the smaller jewelry, it was like $40 a bottle. It's like $40 for 50 milliliters. And now it's $50 for 50. It's $1 a milliliter. But it works good, you know, quality. That's what you pay for quality, I guess. Yeah. No, thank you. I already exposed myself to enough elements that are less than ideal. What's a few more, right? How could I be someone like me? Alright, so here's the fun game where I use my mad skills to line up where we're looking here. What's going on here? Stop it, stop it, stop it, camera. Camera? On me, thank you, thank you. Damn robots. Put that in the back of our van. Alright, let's do this. Same technique I used yesterday. Here's my tack, my sticky tack. Except I'm not going to mess it up this time. No. Nuh-uh. Not today. Hey, Six, fun fact. I don't know if you've been here before when I did this, but I sing on this track. I'm not the first. I'm not the poet. I'm the guy that comes after the poet. Downward spirals from here on out. Let's keep drifting. You know it's guaranteed. Living life is like the image on the TV. What they're after. On the target. Camera's not being my friend today. Let's go auto. Let's go back to auto and see what we're at. There we go. It's just a test. Portrait all straight. But fabrication of perfection built on top of me. My emotional shortage on top of. Sorry, you gotta get in here for this one. You can't tell me that wasn't satisfying. You see that? Freaking nailed it. Let's get closer. Let's do it again. Except on the left-hand side. Can I do it? This was a little tricky on the other side. Okay, it wasn't a full swoop, but it was a good start. Gotta fix both sides a little bit. No, you don't have to be sorry. And I'm glad you're here. You watched that trial. Get that sweet juice. Political goss. We're not in this for what I promise is when there's nothing left to drink. I don't know anything about you. Oh, absolutely not. But she probably will. Justice is a myth, at least in the US of A. That's anything the last 5 years has told us. We don't have a justice system. Promises when there's nothing left to drink. Yes, you're not in this for what I think. Nothing left to do. It's always been. I think that. I think I can roll with that. I think it's pretty symmetrical. Maybe I can cut a little bit off of this side here. Because I'm crazy like that. And I can see through the dimensional doorways that generate imbalance. Politicians, it's like they go to school to lie. It's like dishonesty 101. It's like in the first semester. Plus they have 3-day briefings with their lawyer about better not say that, don't say this, just don't say anything when they ask this. Integrity in politics. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Excuse me. You see me? It's my face. You stay on it. Damn camera. Camera. Got another one of these to do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah, that was never correct. Yeah, the camera doesn't want to conform today. The shape that I'm working on, I don't know, it's like this teardrop. I guess it's technically an arrowhead, right? Because this is Stand Arrow from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So it's an arrowhead. So it's a new shape, for the most part. It's got some curves to it. So it's going to be a little bit of a fun challenge on the polishing side of things. Yeah, I can explain how I make the film. Yeah, the film is like it's a simple mixture, although it is also thank you. Okay, yeah. Well, you'll come across it for sure, and then you'll have a whole new meeting, Jesus, for what's going on here. But yeah, the emulsion's pretty simple. It's made of 3 ingredients. It's made of gelatin, food grade, culinary gelatin, the around a 300 bloom strength, and water, just water. You can use distilled water if you want. And then the active ingredient, which is ammonium dichromate. The ingredient or the formula can change depending on what you want to go for, but there is some, I think the standard formula that I use regularly is 100 grams of water. What is it? 12 grams of gelatin and 3 grams of ammonium dichromate. Sometimes 2 grams of ammonium dichromate, but that's kind of the general formula. And basically, it's like you gotta bring it up to temperature. You gotta make sure it doesn't overheat because the gelatin will basically, if it goes over a certain temperature, it'll totally be non-useful. So you gotta make sure that it doesn't go over a certain temperature. So I use kind of a scientific stirrer / double boiler system, so that it doesn't overheat. What's going on here? It's okay. And I mix that up. Usually I do the water and the gelatin. You get that stirring for a while. It gets liquidy and jello-y. And then I put it into a glove box so that it keeps it safe from contamination of my lungs and my workshop, because the dichromate is a powdered substance that can go airborne, and it is a carcinogen, which can, you know, give you cancer, and I don't want cancer. Cancer's dumb. So that's what's up. So I sensitize it with the ammonium dichromate inside of the glove box, and then I lose my little sticky tack things. There it is. And then no, you don't shoot it with at varying depths. You just shoot it. You shoot the subject and the model as one thing, because you're capturing the entirety of the light wave that's hitting it. Which, since you're using two opposing effectively two opposing laser beams, called the object beam and the reference beam, you have this incredible reference point for information, because by using both beams, so you take it's the interference pattern from the two crossing wavelengths, but provides an incredible resolution within the film for recording. So it's like it's one shot. One shot gets the hologram. The light hits the film, goes through the film. That's the reference wave, or the reference beam. It's going to hit the subject that's behind the plate and reflect off of the subject in all directions, coming back into the plate, and now it's the object wave or the object beam. And then those two waves are colliding inside of the film, etching the interference pattern into the plate. In these tiny refractive microscopic lens-like surfaces within about a 10 micron thickness. You have a lot of information to hold all those little tiny recordings of the wavelength interference. And then when you're developing it, those tiny little recording patterns kind of break away and become metallic, or half metallic is a better way to put it, like a half silvered mirror, and creates effectively like those organic lenses that refract the light in the way that it was recorded in. And that's basically is the main thing that it has that a photograph doesn't have, is that the recording is recording phase, which is effectively the distance that the light traveled before hitting the film. Does that make any sense? For sure. And obviously let me know if you have any other questions, of course. And yeah, whenever you want to kick off custom, just shoot me an email, we can work it out. have to make you something for sure. Just kind of freestyle on the top end here. I don't really have a. I just know that I want to maintain that arrowy shape, so, you know, sometimes you just go freehand, because why not? It's your art. Don't take it too seriously. Freaking do what feels good. You can always start over. Although, time is money. I like to try and abandon those thoughts, because it's better to do it right than do it quick. At least in my opinion. All right, let's see what we're looking at. I'm gonna take a little bit off that side. WT. You're in the wrong party there, WT. But I respect your opinion. If this turns into a political debate, I will end the stream. I will. So let's talk about something else. Did you guys see that the eclipse that we captured on Mars, of Phobos passing in front of the sun? Because I did, and I'm really stoked about it. Probably gonna do a hologram based on the idea. Looking for symmetry. I think I nailed it. You know, symmetry is just perception. DM, if you do want one of these, I do have a listing on my website. It's just hidden, so if you want to shoot me a DM, I can shoot you the link. You know, I'll trim this one up a little bit to match this one because I do want to use the larger bale. These wider guys for the top end, and I think that this will be perfect. Yes, it will be. It will be perfect. I like it. An acrylic pyramid? You talking about like those resin pyramids? Yeah. I'm good. I'm good on that. You want a glass pyramid, that's a different thing. Maybe we could do that. Trying to see where I cut that one off at the top of the... Oh, nothing. WT came in here talking about how Trump was the best president, and then I said that if the chat turns into a political debate, then I'll end the stream. That's as far as it went. Pyramid with the eclipse? That'd be cool. That'd be pretty neat. I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was really cool, obviously, to use as for my reference. And I like this one, this shot. That's gonna be, so that'll be the hologram, I think, pretty simply. And then I think that I'm also gonna be doing one of the first star that we've gotten to focus with the James Webb. And that's kind of the theme of my work, so. Yeah, a lot of space-themed work in the pipeline, I'll tell you that much. I like space, I'm a space boy. Tell me my favorite genre, it's called space. RB, like the meat sandwich place? Herbie. I'm not sure what RB is. Oh, dodging a bullet. No, I don't think so. Arturo, man, that's a cool name. Arturo, thank you. I appreciate you stopping in. I am doing well today. It's Friday. You know, there's a certain tablet size where it gets impossible to type, where you can't do thumbs, right? There's like that nice little middle ground of the 7-inch tablets were nice. I had a Samsung. I could like type the shit out of it. And then the 10-inch tablet, no, then you have like, it's not working. You know, I don't know if you know the origin of holography, but the origin of the hologram was because this dude named Dennis Gaber was trying to increase the efficiency of the electron microscope. True story. Hand shaming. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that I remember. I know the struggle. These a quick squash. Yep, yeah, Dennis Gaber, yeah, he just wasn't happy with the resolution of the electron microscope, so he designed a way to capture, he had an interference pattern between two superimposed light fields, which provides incredible resolution without any optics. You pay attention now. Trial's over. Session recess. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the cooker. They might be a little bit thicker, but probably about like 2 millimeters overall, because I think that was using 3 millimeter glass, and so they're a little thicker. This is this one's some earring sets that I was working on last night that are much thinner, so they're talking like that 2 millimeters overall versus the what you're looking at here, which is much thicker. This is still an earring, but for earrings I'm moving towards using the 1 millimeter glass for the most part, except I do like to use the thicker glass when I like to make those thick bezels and cuts to make it look nice and fancy, but you know, the products evolve. The whole point is that I should be able to make it whatever the hell I want. That's the goal, right? Make whatever I want. If somebody wants to buy it, that's the bonus. Okay, did that one. The one I'm working on, the arrowheads. Is that what you're saying? Because in that case, you're probably right. But that's okay, because they're not for a single client, they're for 2 different clients. And I'm not working on the precision that every single piece is exactly the same. No way, not gonna happen. That's not how handmade goods work. The camera keeps losing me. Doesn't care. Just look at me. Camera. Just over here. You and me. Marker? No, they're not a set of earrings. They're 2 pendants. 2 pendants. How large can I make a hollow? You know, my favorite Tony Hawk's Pro Skater song is actually, I think it's from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And I don't know if that's on the table as an option, but it's going to be my favorite one. And it's It's what's it called? It's the Del de Funky Homo Sapiens song. I think it's just called Hygiene. I used to listen to that one on repeat. They had the ability to turn all the other tracks off, right? So that only one song would play, and that's the one I would just pick. But yeah, this is the Neversoft logo, RIP. RIP Neversoft. Activision owns it still, but isn't doing anything with it. I don't do portraits. Well, I mean, hey Narcissus, how you doing? How you doing? The size that I can currently go to is close to, well, this is like, I can go larger. I just haven't tested my limits because there's just other variables that go into larger works like this, like making clean film that's large enough, as well as developing it in tanks that are large enough, which I do have developing trays that would be like big enough to create like 12 by 16 inch pieces. But again, there's just a lot of variables, a lot of troubleshooting involved, and it's not something that I want to go down that path yet. I'd rather focus on refining the smaller works and exploring all those caveats before moving towards maybe larger wall displays, things like that. Oh yeah, the last unicorn, I can grab that one too. This isn't the one that went to the client, but one that I got in house. It's dirty. It's really dirty, but whatever. So I don't know, this is probably 4 by 6. Had a piece of glass here. Yeah, when I do custom work, that is a service that I provide to do the conversion from 2D to 3D. It's a big factor in the cost because it depends on the complexity of the artwork that I have to recreate. But yeah, it's part of my skill set. The LiDAR maps don't always offer high enough fidelity when it just comes to the geometry of the mesh geometry. I've been trying to get them to work. You'd need probably like NVIDIA's new photogrammetry pipeline, which isn't released yet, at least not to the public, to create high resolution 3D models that would be usable in holograms, or for 3D modeling, I get, or for 3D printing is what I'm saying. That would be high enough resolution for to be recognizable, I guess, you know. It'll come online soon though. Probably could use this for something. Don't throw your scraps away. Best format, file format. OBJ, stat file, STL, 3MF. Whatever you got, I'll probably be able to work with. I'm trying to fix the resin on this piece before I go forward, sorry. Got a little bit of pull up going on the bottom, but I think I fixed it. Temporary poetics. Seeing if this is pulling up on the bottom at all, which it's not, which is cool. Here we go. There we go. Talking about doing the Neversoft logo in like a leaf style, or an elongated teardrop. Like I got one of those. Pretty grungy, but Well, there's a teardrop. Oh, I'll be right back. Stop. Back. Ouch. Do I find that sometimes the film codes come out right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Happens all the time. Not all the time, but it does happen okay frequently. But for the most part, I know when it doesn't come out right, and I use it to my advantage to make things that are more abstract. I don't have any examples in front of me, except maybe, I mean, like, this is a good example, I guess. I mean, like, you know, this is technically bad, you know, so this part of the film is obviously good, this part is not. But it still looks pretty cool. There wasn't as much refraction inside of these little folds as I wanted, honestly. But sometimes there is. You know, I guess this might be a better example, maybe, but you can see there's like inconsistencies in the thickness sometimes that can cause these color variations. But I like playing with the film in that way. I think that that's part of the fun, and getting it to make it yourself. You get to kind of mess with it. After you figure out, you know, the properties of how it reacts, then, you know, you get this new, you essentially get this new toolkit to play with. What else are we doing? What else are we doing? What's this? What's this? Oh, these are these guys. Well, I might as well... What happened? Oh, we got a scratch in the middle. Well... Give him track. There you go. Track me. Ouch. You know, I'm gonna tell you, you can think really hard about it, but no matter what, you're probably gonna want another one. So, at least I have a decent handful of collectors that have told me that, which feels good. But yeah, keep that in mind. The first one might not be your favorite one, but it might give you a great idea of what's next. So what I'm going to do here is I'm still going to utilize these middle ones, but I'm going to make them into earrings by cutting the middle out of it. Go ahead. Queen in Cambria. Man, what a throwback. Oh, I will. I'll take your money. Money's good. Money pays my bills, keeps me happy, and keeps me doing the things that I love to do, which is the most important win of them all. Throwback? Yeah, I haven't listened to Coheed and Cambria since I was in high school. So that's why I say throwback. Let's get rid of this scratch part. Uh, 2008, class of 2008 is great. At least that's what my rebellious class t-shirts said. And no, I don't mean the ones that all of the school got. I mean the ones that me and my friends decided were better than the official school t-shirts. And we printed our own. And on the back it had a planet and a spaceman. And it said, "To infinity and beyond." And that's my story. Maybe I'll have to check out the new material. It's definitely been a minute. Lucky sevens. Nope. Lucky eights. Crazy eights. Keep your lucky sevens. if I have an audience of if generally I have an audience of my peers, then I feel like I'm doing good then, right? Because it's really difficult, you know, there's so much difference between generations these days, culturally, that it's kind of hard. It's hard to bridge those gaps. So, as long as I'm reinforcing the people that I resonate with the most, and blah, 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 then I think we're on a good track. Greta Van Fleet. I'll try and remember that. Greta Van Fleet. Yeah. I'm with Jesus there. We're broken. We're a fucking broken generation. That's alright. We'll figure it out. I'm just freestyling this, guys. I'm just, don't really have a plan here. I'm just making sure the composition looks good. Leather worker, huh? Yeah, multi-material work. I mean, that's the fun. That's the gain skills, right? That's really what I'm here for. I'm just here to gain skills. Gain skills, put them in the toolbox. This is tricky. Really just eyeballing it. I mean, what am I gonna do? They're not straight lines, they're a little warped, so I'm just gonna cut it. We'll go from there. There's no wrong answers. Fix it if it's wrong. Probably. I could do that. I could do that. Those are like kind of, you know, astronaut on the moon. I just try and, like, when it comes to my original work, I try and stay away from kitsch, because it's what the medium is kind of built on. It's just like kitschy stuff, you know, like teddy bears, little Saturns, you know, things that aren't super inventive or creative, and feels like low-hanging fruit in a lot of ways. Because it's already been done. Polaroid did a Moonlander hologram in '93. It was a commercially available hologram. It's just not something new. So finding new ways to explore the same kind of concepts that are more intriguing, like the James Webb Telescope imagery and you know, the Phobos eclipse, things like that. I feel like it's just more inventive and kind of more true to me in my vision. Oh, absolutely. Damn, I'm there with you. I feel like if we just freaking, we got one planet, we're one race. I don't, it's all greed. Everything's built on greed and poison is capitalism and I'll just focus on what I can control. Everything inside of my tiny little bubble here. And that's okay. Because it has to be, or I will lose my mind. I didn't mean it to come off that way, Jesus. I'm just explaining. Obviously, I think you should know me by now. I'm never my intent to shame or shun anybody's ideas. I'm just taking what you said and giving you my honest verbal response. Peace and love. I don't bullshit people. I don't massage their egos for fun. Because there's just too much of that shit in the world. Let's be honest people. And that's okay, right? It's okay. It should be okay to be honest. As long as the intent is understood, then we just talk to people like they're people. This is the lunar lander hologram that Polaroid did. It's a good looking model. Do I have any? This is a good example of what I was talking about with the kitsch, right? It's just like the dragons, the earth. I like the earth. That's a good one. I mean, I like mine better. Mine's brighter. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if we got any astronauts in here. We got the Grim Reaper, Unicorn, Skull. These are, see, this is like what I'm talking about. a little... I'm trying to see if I can see the stand, the post that's holding the shuttle. I can't. They did a really good job of masking it out. You can see a little bit of the background scene. I think that those are actually just pinheads floating. Eyeball, dolphin, Saturn. Which, I like it. I do, I like it. I just want to kind of take it up a notch. If I'm gonna do stuff like that, it's gotta have more intent behind it. Or I'm not gonna feel good about it. Don't think I'm listening to the right stuff. I was trying to listen to my friend's music so that I wouldn't get pinned for copyright. Trying to, you know, play the YouTube game. Somebody Matt's band. Fixer. How would I elevate those? Oh, just conceptually bring them to the next level of intent. You know, have a vision behind them other than just make it to make it. I mean, if you wanted it for a commission, that's one thing. I'm just talking about like the work that you know, I'm creating that kind of resonates with me and my vision. Wouldn't be along those lines, is what I'm saying. It's alright. I got plenty of clients that aren't, you know, traditional artists. It's part of the song. That works. That works. Like I said, I get plenty of those. It helps me a lot. I think I'm gonna take these and do angles. Because freestyle it. That's what I'm talking about. Just freaking go. Just do something. Create something. It doesn't matter. Don't think about it too hard. No, I get it. I mean, it's like it's just whatever tool set feels comfortable, right? Like I started in like two-dimensional art, obviously, but there's other tools that sometimes just feel better. Crazy move here. Don't hold me back. Doing it. Let me at him. Yes. I like it. mean, you go for it if you want to, but I will tell you that I got rebranding in the works. Want a sneak preview? Rewind. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I went to school for industrial design, package design, graphic design. So it's always something I'm experimenting with too. And no doubt, I'd tell you that I'd love to see what you come up with. Truth is that I'm just incredibly particular when it comes to my branding and my design work. That's why I have a hard time outsourcing any of my stuff. Video editing, design, 3D modeling, marketing, all of it. I'm attached to it in probably an unhealthy way. But it's me. It's all me, right? That's the point of it. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm not trying to discourage you at all. I'm just, again, taking what you're saying, providing honest verbal feedback. Because censoring or putting on a facade feels so gross. That's just me. So I gotta shift towards just creator-based content, not product-based content. So it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to just pretend like I'm this brand, this entity. Taking the human out of it. Which is like something that I kind of do, not necessarily on TikTok or really here or anything like that. It's mostly like on my website and like my sales channels. I feel like are kind of censored in a certain way. Not censored, but curated in a very specific way. That isn't 100% honest to me. Or I guess what I'm trying to do. Makes any sense? Any sense at all? Sometimes I don't make sense. That's okay. It could be what, if I wanted to? What could I be? I could be anything if I wanted to. Watch is dead. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, as always, for sticking around. There we go. I know I could be. I just don't know if that's what I want to do. I mean, I quoted it out. Like, I know what I would have to do. I know how much money it would take. You know, basically a couple $100,000 to create a production house. I just don't think that's where I want to be. I mean, you know, you shoehorn yourself into being that thing because of the investments behind it. And you know, I've dealt with running a manufacturing shop and all the variables that come with it, and I think that we live in a day, an age in which, you know, as creators getting paid for just being creative. That's what I want to do. I want to be that creator, just gets paid for being creative, putting their heart and soul into everything they do, and presenting it to the world, and the world saying thank you. In many ways. It just sounds like a better avenue than building a factory in which you have no... Because, like, I don't know if I want... Like, I'm probably going to be making holograms for sure. Like, in everything that I do, I'll probably integrate it. It doesn't mean it's the only thing I'm going to be doing, you know? I just don't know. When you start thinking bigger, you know, maybe down the road, maybe in a couple of years, but right now it's all about generating sustainability in content creation rather than in product creation. Because I've already optimized my system. I've already optimized the shit out of my production for making handmade goods. You can automate it, and again, you take the artist out of it. Well, yeah, I know it can be big. I'm just talking about what that means. Yeah. Yeah, I think you go down a slippery slope there. You know, if there's something special to what I do, is what you're saying. So I teach, you know, I teach a team of people to do what I do, and I run a factory that way. I don't think that it's going to take the soul out of it, because it's not going to be me. I would rather teach people and be, you know, being rewarded for my education to people to take it and do what they will with it and do things like I do, but with their own vision. That seems more rewarding than having to come in every morning and manage a team of people to produce product. You know, there's a reason why there's not companies doing this, and it's because it's incredibly niche, which means that you can exhaust your clientele fairly quickly if you're not careful. In which I would rather have, you know, these one-of-a-kind works be the value, rather than mass-produced copies. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean. But that's the thing, that like Banksy, like not everybody owns a Banksy, right? They just know of Banksy, and that's the thing. Yeah. The contact info is on my website, or I think it's actually on my YouTube profile. If you want to go there as well, I should be able to contact me anywhere. But it's just my username at Gmail, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of me. So, I guess that's the overall question. Like, what do I want to achieve? And I think that's just creating things on a scale that puts money into my business bank account, so that I can continue to explore whatever creative whim I have. Chris Bathgate? I love Bathgate. I used to hang out with Bathgate back in the UP. Yeah. Bathgate's a good dude. We used to get weird in the basement. Yeah. My buddy, my best friend, Steve, he, wait, Bathgate does CNC sculptures? Are we talking about the same artist? The Chris Bathgate I know is a folk artist. Makes incredible music. Maybe we're talking about two different Bathgates. Because the Bathgate that I know, talking about my buddy Steve filmed the video for No Silver, and it's great. Because my buddy Steve is great. Okay, well, you follow the wrong Bathgate. There's a cooler Bathgate that I know personally. What are we doing now? Probably gonna go work on some glass stuff. What time is it? It is 1:34. I think it gives me enough time to finish some stuff up. Yeah. I'll have to look up the other Bathgate. The imposter Bathgate. So, until next time, thanks for hanging out, both of you, and working on some stuff with me. But I'm going to go and try and coast through the rest of my day and do some polishing, throw on some tunes, jam out, so that I can ship product tomorrow. Catch you later.